So the Genshin Impact voice acting strike has a huge update to the Jacob Takanashi situation, where a major voice actor, Stephanie Sheh, has literally outlines why it's perfectly okay to blacklist voice actors, and even goes about how it would get done even if it's not done in the open, and how they support it, because you should not be taking a role from a fellow striking actor. Oh my goodness, if you do not know who this person is, this is a major, and I'm talking about major Chinese, Taiwanese, American voice actress based in the USA of Michigan, and she voices a lot of dubs. Certain Scientific Railgun Nakamura, a Little Snow Fairy Sugar Greta, even Excel World, and even Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, Girahime Inoue, and then Blood, and then Blue Exorcist, she voices Kuro, and then Blue Exorcist, and more. Oh my goodness, dude. Code Geass, even voicing in Code Geass, even voicing in Eden of the East as Mikuru, and Erased as Kaio Hinazuki, and then even Fate Stay Night, which I think is insane, which is Illa Savale. I don't know how to pronounce the name, the first name anyway. And then, dude, freaking, this is ridiculous. Hellsing, female vampire. Where's the Naruto Shippuden? She voices Hinata Hyuga, which I think is ridiculous considering the fact that that was the first anime that I ever watched, and it got me into the scene. I absolutely love Naruto Shippuden, and Hinata Hyuga was literally like my favorite freaking character. Hinata is so sweet, it blows my freaking mind that her voice actress could even act like this in the slightest. It is an insane, unprofessional. Sword Art Online as Yui. She voiced Sword Art Online as Yui. Oh my fucking god, dude. This is ridiculous. Teasing Master Takagi-san. That's crazy. Am I gonna see any more of my favorites in here so that I can go die inside? You're lying, April. Nagi Aiza. Are you kidding me? Violet Evergarden Charlotte. Oh my gosh, dude. I swear. I'm never gonna be able to get over this one, boys. I'm not gonna be able to get over this one. This is Stephanie Sheh, tiny girl, big voice, made of hope. She's just so bright and sunny. She's just made of hope. She has so much hope and sunshine for her fellow VAs that she outlines how you will specifically get blacklisted from the industry if you do not support her strike and AI protections, baby. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Here she says there are many reasons why roles get recast. I personally draw the line when the original actor is holding out because they are fighting for better work conditions. Are you kidding me? The dude, Jacob Takanashi, took the role from the other guy. The guy had been working for 6 weeks and then went on strike for 6 months. He literally worked for 6 weeks and then went 6 months without working in the slightest. Like, holy cow, of course he was going to get fucking fired. I have refused many auditions to take over roles from my peers because I'd never do that to a fellow actor. Well, I'm just so glad that you are in that position to do so. I'm so glad you get to stand from your fucking moral high ground and act like you're so much better than the other VAs, considering the fact that you are such a major voice in the industry. Here, Rachel says, wow, way to take this new VA's hype and make it about you. You only care about your union buddies and your contract, which would, if passed, make them recast any non-union person they have. So you're trying to take jobs from people that by the sound of your entitlement. And Stephanie, of course, coming out with that narcissism, baby, coming out with the it's not me, it's you, pal. You may take back your comment if you knew the number of hours I've spent helping new actors, non-union actors with their craft, home studios, demos, etc. And FYI, I'm FICOR. Holy shit, dude. Like anybody even cares. Yeah, sure, you might have helped some non-union VAs in the past, but whenever it really counts, whenever you really need to be standing up for non-union VAs, you're sticking with your union buddies and I can further outcasting them and helping Global Rule be enforced even more, because now Global Rule 1 is being enforced, and it's more than likely that the Genshin VAs might never come back, especially if SAG AFTRA decides to really enforce it. So I'm hardly someone who is trying to give union buddies a leg up. Oh my goodness, dude, they go off. It's absolutely insane. here. Let hit you. Steve says, Stephanie, what the F did you want them to do? To hold the voice actor's role for him while the strike ends? Very petty of you to say this to a new VA. Shame. And of course she says, did I tell him he was a bad person for taking the job? Did I insult him? I provided my personal perspective. I saw a lot of replies making it sound like it was normal to replace other actors. I wanted to share the perspective that there are actors out there who choose not to. First of all, it's not normal to replace union actors, but absolutely in the non-union space, VAs get replaced back to freaking back, baby. Here she says there's a game strike going on right now by actors in the US. Believe me when I say, even though they may not be posting about it, people are taking notes on which actors are taking fellow actors' roles. So now it's a threat. What did old Paper Bag Boy tell y'all? I told y'all they were trying to blacklist other actors from the industry. I literally told y'all that that's what they do behind the scenes. That it's not just them. It is casting directors and directors. They absolutely keep track of who is on the union side and who isn't. And you really might just get blacklisted just for the smallest thing, just for saying that you want to go back to work. Here she says, let's not forget how many directors and casting directors are also actors. Yeah, absolutely. Here Alucard says the original actor is technically not allowed to work on non-union games. It's not up to SAG or VAs to impose a rule that someone can't take a role. If you don't work, you get fired. I can tell you've never worked a real job outside of your entitled career. Absolutely. Never before have I seen anywhere but the entertainment industry where a contractor cannot show up to work and actually be protected because they're not an employee, they're a contractor. It's ridiculous. And here someone quotes Nathan Noakes, which literally confirmed that the new VA Jacob Takanashi never even knew about the strike that was going on. Here he says, right, I spoke to the new VA who lives and works in Japan. He didn't even know what was going on. He came into the onslaught of criticisms and didn't even know anything about the strike or SAG. Since SAG isn't in Japan, absolutely blows my mind. It blows my mind too. The freaking entitlement from these VAs. I have never seen such entitlement in my life, where a dude can show up and work for 6 weeks and then take off work for 6 months. And whenever he gets recast for somebody that actually wants to do the work, the dude that wants to do the work is the one that gets backlash from his fellow VAs. That's crazy. I've never seen where you could hold up the process this much and it actually work out to be a good thing, all because they went with the moral high ground of AI protections, baby. Even though Genshin already has AI protections and SAG AFTRA has proven to not care about AI protections with their new last, best, and final offer, where they literally just make sure that the money flow keeps coming to where they get a cut if AI is used of your voice. That's absolutely insane to me. They don't care about keeping AI outside of the industry at all. They only care that they continue to make money if it is in the industry, which is ridiculous. It doesn't protect the freaking voice actor at all. It only protects the union, which is all the union ever freaking cares about it. Let's read some comments here. Someone says, OMG, this guy in my industry has been striking and doing no work for months, and instead of shitting on the company who decided to swap him out for someone else, I'm gonna shit on the new VA who apparently someone else would have simply taken the role had he not auditioned. Yeah, absolutely. Here Leo says it's not like he's at fault for accepting a job that comes his way. Why are you making him a bad guy? Ben says better work condition, while we see those same strikers literally cyberbullying a new coworker. Dude, literally firing these people would create a better work condition just because of the atmosphere of not having them around. Oh my gosh, this whole union thing is hostile to any outsiders or indie artists. Absolutely. It was gonna happen anyway. If it wasn't him, then it would have been someone else. Realistically, thank you for at least thinking within concrete terms. Laugh my ass off. Union English VAs really need to get off their high horse. Absolutely. And that high horse is AI, baby. AI. We need our AI protections, and we need them now, whether that means you get to work or not, whether that means you get to eat or not, because I'm at the top of the totem pole and I decide what really happens. Like, holy crap, these people have an ego the size of their AI horse that they're riding into battle whole. To make a stance not performative is to then suffer a loss for for it, and then original Kinich VA is demonstrating his solidarity. His fight is not Jacob's fight. Jacob is not in the U.S., and the world does not revolve around America. If you can but refuse to work, you will be replaced. Thank you, good sir. You know, whenever I see a huge VA in the scene come out like this, come out with this kind of unprofessional comment, even with the backhanded comment about getting blacklisted just for taking another role, whenever I see a massive VA like this that has voiced so many roles from Sailor Moon to Naruto to literally freaking Bleach, Code Geass, Blue Exorcist. I mean, seriously, a massive voice actor in the scene. Whenever I see them act this unprofessional, it makes me wonder how they got so far to begin with, how they actually got this far in the first place, because it seems to me that the union has really been pushing them this far, because in any other industry, in any other gig, in any other business, if you cause this much drama behind the scenes, if you literally just go with the moral high ground to put down others behind the scenes, you will lose your job like that, like a snap. Like, I'm not even kidding. You cannot cause drama in the workplace, but these people can seem to get away with whatever they want, with acting as unprofessional as they want, with even underhanded comments about threatening the new VA, with getting blacklisted just for accepting a job. It is crazy. I had thought this Jacob Takanashi situation was done, but it seems like Stephanie Sheh literally just wanted to drag herself into the situation to get herself a little bit more limelight. Maybe she hasn't been getting very many Sailor Moon roles recently. Maybe she's got a little bit of too much time on her hands from too much sitting on them, you know what I mean? Like, holy crap. But what do y'all think about that, boys? Paper or plastic? I'm going with plastic. These motherfuckers are plastic as fuck. They're plastic through and through. They're basically mannequins come from another planet to take over the voice acting industry, to make sure that Kenich's new VA, Jacob Takanashi, gets absolutely blacklisted from the industry. They want us all to be wearing tinfoil hats and believing that we're all aliens, folks. That's it for me. What do y'all think about that? You guys let me know down below. Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, boys. That's it for me. GG's. Peace.